EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Check go!
It's the first play of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
The line of scrimmage.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That one pinballs away, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Tutu
Atwell is the one he was looking for.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Now it's going to be 3rd
yards to go.
Here we go. Go!
From the gun, it's Penix. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. 4th down.
4th down, and here's Penix. And he will hold 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
1st down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this right up.
On the move, here's the 40. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Penix to the throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's get out.
Again, it's Penix. This one complete to Atwell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard box.
That's a
ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10
at the 16-yard line.
They'll run to Robinson. And not much there. This defense held to no gain.
Taken down right at the line
So
of
everything
scrimmage.
this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you look for everything you get.
First and goal. Good running. Takes him down to about the 4.
Of 12 yards.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st goal.
Robinson. And play took a little on to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Brought down right
now, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Go!
One more time. It's Robinson. Blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Point.
Right is the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Bengals 0.
to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
1-1, ready? Here we go, here we go. Stop, stop.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Into the hands of a rookie from Florida State. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
First down.
It's a gain of 10.
First and 10
enough for a quick
36-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started.
11
get a little
MT,
positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Heck of an effort by this runner just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most people around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but
no gain
not
on
this
the
guy.
play.
Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss,
line.
but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Right, 80.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Short one there to his tight end. He's going to be brought down past the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us. He wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game.
Here we go.
Nice job there making that
happen. 80. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Throwing off a Penix taken in. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Bengals
Good looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So, his first target, I don't think it's going to be as high.
Number 7.
They convert on quickly.
Taken down.
They'll only get a couple. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, can.
Slot man in motion right. Burrow will shovel ahead to the receiver. He's going to be out of the game. The 1st down. A pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Tight end motioning left. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Right, he's hot. Stop.
Handoff here, up the middle. He gets free. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone. First time today.
Extra point.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up.
The kick
is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7.
Evan kickoff for Cincinnati.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Finally get him down, but he steps all the way up close to the 40-yard line. On the jump. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The drive begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On 2nd down, now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And the Falcons first
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 38
It is a big play there for the
That's
Falcons.
another Falcons
38 yards.
1st down. 1st
Here we
and
go,
10
shot.
at the 12-yard line.
70 Lions. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Give him a couple yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
12 more yards.
What a great run down here
That's
inside the
another
red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball.
1st down and
Great
goal
job
to
here
go.
by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Matthew
Now
Wright for the
to add
extra
the
point.
extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons move it to a 14-7 lead.
Bengals 7.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense
Bengals take
will
over
take
1st
over.
and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Cut. 180. What is that?
They bring Chase in motion.
Cut.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8
At the
yards.
31-yard line.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains
Here we go.
by a well-timed ball
Cut.
and a well-timed route.
180. What is that?
Slot man in motion right.
Cut.
2nd down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback,
It's a gain of
understanding
6.
what did he need
And
to
the
pick up a fresh
Bengals
set of
first
downs.
down.
In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took.
Big 13.
Big
13. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
On the inside hander. Going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a
back at the 33-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Burrow here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good run. The defender bodied his man to the ground. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and
on one, ready?
he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
The fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation will be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
Taken at the 19. It's going to be brought down after a short return.
Falcons take over
And
first
that's
and
where his
10
team will get
at
possession
their
of
own
the football.
29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
On play action. Penix. Here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just
It
can't
leads to
throw the
second
ball
and
out
10.
of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10.
Ready. Liking 18.
Hey, talk to me, talk to me. What you got, what you got, what you got?
Go.
Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. Top left side by Pitts.
Penix's pass.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one. Still a little work to do now on
That's a
third
gain
down.
of 8. Brings up third and
So the hope
2.
is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's third and 2.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Take go.
They'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line to the official signal. He's got enough
3 yards.
for the first down.
And the Falcons.
I think it's one of those play
First
calls, Mike, that
down.
really just comes down to understanding
First
your
and 10
personnel.
at
You
the
realize, okay, your
39-yard
back is
line.
not one of those big bruising guys running up the middle on third and
After
short.
60,
Instead,
after 60.
use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's that'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another
A
Falcons.
gain there
First down.
of 15.
First and 10
down,
at the
Atlanta.
46-yard line.
Come on.
Shotgun snap.
this modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Another run here for Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
From the gun, here is Pettis. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
22 yards.
They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. From left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Right. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead.
Bengals 7.
Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. We'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
They bring Chase in motion.
Stop.
On 1st down. Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Bengals
Pick up are the 11 yards on that one.
Again,
And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down, Bengals.
we go, here we go. That.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another
Back-to-back nice runs.
First down.
This one good for 11
First
and
and
another
10
first
at
down.
the 36-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. That.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work this now inside the 45. Ace Pierce in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. That. Let's
King out of the gun, Burrow. Connected with the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another
Nothing a
Bengals
quarterback
first
loves more,
down.
Mike, than being able to pick up a first
and 10
down
at the
without being
25-yard
forced to
line.
push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver
Here we go, here we
is
go.
going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get about 6 there. Sitting at 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Beanie Bishop on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Let's get set. Right,
Tight
80.
end Fant in motion.
That.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall
Intended for
incomplete. They
Noah
might be
Fant.
fortunate
Incomplete.
just to avoid the
Brings up
sack.
3rd down
And
and
it'll set
3
up
yards
a
to
3rd
go.
down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go. That.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Robinson. They were forward for a couple.
7
Veteran Trey Henderson now on the start.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the
2 yards
pursuit
on the
by the
pickup.
entire
It's
defense.
2nd and
Even
8.
though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Rocco 80. Set, go.
They'll go again with Robinson. talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
Evan
And I've been there,
McPherson
Mike.
for
You
the
find yourself
extra
on
point.
offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball,
His kick
let's go get
is
one of our
good.
own. But in this case, the
Makes the
return unit
score
says, no,
Falcons
offense, you stay on the sideline.
Bengals
We got this.
21.
And they go back and get a score of their own.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
And here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14.
It's a gain of
Good for
14
a quick
yards.
first down.
And the Falcons.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back
First
in the
and
first
10 at
half.
the
And
49-yard
he doesn't need
line.
much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all
Let's go.
day.
70 Lions. Huh.
And that's going to get it forward. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The tackle made just shy
Just
of
shy of
midfield.
midfield. Here's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go.
Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And he will go all the way. Mooney, touchdown Atlanta. His 4th TD grab of the
Matthews
season.
right for the
On
extra
is
point.
right for the point after. The kick
His kick
is good.
good.
And the Falcons will extend
Makes the
this
score
third quarter
Falcons
lead.
35. Bengals 21.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the
The
24.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. Right cut. Cut.
Burrow now. That one taken by T. Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and kick on
On one,
first
ready?
down.
It's a gain of
From
9.
the 33.
Brings up
Here's
second and
down
a yard.
and a yard.
At the
Here we go.
33-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. A toss left side. Caught by
It's
his
a
running
gain of
back.
2.
Certainly not the
That's
biggest
good
gain
for
by any
Bengals.
means, but he does a
First
really nice
down.
job getting past the sticks,
A pickup of
keeping
2
his feet in
yards.
bounds, and
First
ultimately
down,
picks up the first
Cincinnati.
down.
On one, ready?
So, from the 36, it
12.
is first and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a
The
couple
tackle
on
by
the
Chris
play.
Barnes.
These are the impact
Tackled
plays
back at
that
the
this
33-yard
linebacker is
line.
capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Right cut.
Higgins sent in motion.
Check guard.
Now second down throw for Burrow. Getting slapped there. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
One, ready? Here we go. Right 80.
The tight end Fant in motion.
Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. This one caught by Chase. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
And they'll take this down inside the
10 yards on the play.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13
One, ready?
yards.
Of 13 yards.
First and 10.
And the Bengals
11. Here we go.
Burrow to throw. And it was incomplete over the middle.
Intended for
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class
Gun.
all of his own.
12. Cut. Wide 80. Cut.
To throw is Burrow. He's going to let it go. Deep for Chase. That one broke it up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
on the coverage.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. 180. Wait, hot. Hot.
Now, Burrow. And it could be intercepted. A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ball carrier.
He does a nice
brought down
job
at the
coming from
20-yard
his
line.
safety position,
A 3-yard
filling his
pickup.
run gap
Brings
assignment,
up second and
keeps
7.
this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's second down and 7. And here's Bijan. He's lost the ball. He's recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in
11,
practice,
11.
it almost gets worse.
Here we go.
It's one of those things that when it
Right,
starts to
80.
spiral,
Wait,
it's
cut.
just hard to pull yourself
Stop.
out.
And they are able to reach it. He's taken down inside the 10. His 5th catch of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Cincinnati.
Well, a chance to get
11
right
empty,
back
11
in
empty.
here. First down and goal. They send the tight end in motion.
Hot.
Throwing is Burrow. Screen out wide for Burrow. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
At the 12-yard
Certainly
line.
not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some
Get
yards.
set. Hot.
Now give on the ground. And he will score a touchdown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this
Evan
one now.
McPherson
Very
for the
big
extra
touchdown.
point.
Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least,
The
they've
kick
given
is good.
themselves a chance, but can they get
Makes
a
the
stop
score,
and get the
Falcons
ball back
35.
again for a
Bengals
chance to go down
28.
and really make this one interesting?
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Showing off
Falcons
the big
take over
leg.
first and
Didn't want to
10
defend a return,
at
so
their
this
own
ball
35-yard
going to be
line.
spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready up. Set up.
On first down, it's Penix. Out wide
efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Left side, in the hands of the running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down.
A gain of 3
Nothing
yards.
fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down. Following a gain of 6.
He's across midfield.
And he has been a
48-yard
handful
line.
to deal
It's a
with throughout
pickup
this
of 6.
entire contest,
Brings up
Mike.
second and
They came
4.
into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Out to the flat. And it's complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up
only a
fourth
yard.
down.
It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple.
Cougar 19.
They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
On 1, right?
This is first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right side. Cut.
They'll run here.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the handoff is Robinson. Finding space inside the 40. Oh, what a run.
Robinson.
Inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
Ready.
And the Falcons first down.
Come on,
First
come
and
on.
10 at the 26-yard
Hawk
line.
70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back
Brought
behind
down
the
back
line.
at the
It's second
31-yard
down.
line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just
Here we
selling
go,
out
set.
to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few completion percentage passes to just at least keep them on balance.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of
Stoppage
2.
with just over 30
down
seconds to
and
go
13.
in this one. It is third
Go.
and long.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just
It's
shy
a
of the
gain
goal
of
line.
28 yards.
It'll be
And the
first and
Falcons
goal. That's a
first
gain
down.
of 28.
Ready. Set.
First down and goal to go.
Ready. Ready. Hut. Set. Go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. This is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Matthew
Now
Wright for
to
the
add the
extra
extra
point.
point. He knocks it free. And Falcons will open it up even further
Makes the score
here in this
Falcons
full court.
42. Bengals 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Here's first down.
Gun. Cut. 180.
They bring Chase in motion.
Cut.
First down throw for Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over their own 27-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And a lefty panics on first down. And deep ball for London. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. And we'll get whistles
yards on the play.
and a timeout, so
And
they
the
will stop the clock. Closing
down.
seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Matthew Wright on
Out
for
comes
the field
Matthew
goal.
Wright to try
A
the field goal.
40-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.